the NXT intro. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I, of course, am the Kilt Man, currently sitting in for El Jefe for CMLL. Tonight, I am joined by God themselves, Papa Oso, which is just I don't know about all that. I had to play into the joke because it's hilarious to me that Mikey accidentally called you God. And it was a good chuckle. I love it.
Indeed.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Agent Lo-Fi. I had a guy come in earlier during NXT and say, and tell me to say grenades 10 times fast. I'm like, no, I'm not saying that. And he typed a GER space dash NADES. I'm like, what are you trying to get me to say here, dude? Like, I'm not going to say it. I'm
Grenade, what? I don't get that. But okay.
Couldn't tell you. Could not in the slightest figure it out. But as I said, we are here tonight to talk about CMLL, which I have no idea about. So I'm going to be introduced to CMLL via Papa Oso here. So he's going to kind of lead me on this cool another side of Lucha that I don't get to see, because I only get to see tidbits of Triple A when I'm scrolling TikTok.
I think we're also going to be relying on a lot of Agent Lo-Fi in this one as well.
Oh, good.
Because he gives us a lot of really cool information when we're doing our thing. So
fantastic. I love it when we actually have a little bit of fun chatters and people who come in. I miss quite dearly our good friend of the channel, Nick. Whenever he would come into our main WWE roster shows and tease us. Unfortunately, he's always busy.
that's
Well, and that's a long time to watch Lucha because I'm just getting into it.
So yeah, Agent Lo-Fi is the man when it comes to it. I mean, seriously.
Fantastico. All right, so let's get on to this first slide, which is
Calaveras. Yes. I'll tell you, anytime that we have Calaveras on the screen, the more and more I've watched them, the more and more I have absolutely fallen in love with them as a team, because they're just fantastic. I love them. They work good in the ring. They're fantastic. I love them. Of course, I love both of these groups. It's better. Good Lord. But this was a good opener. One of the great things about CMLL is that the opener kind of always tells us how the night's going to go. At least I think that's what it does it sometimes. And this was a decent match. I really enjoyed this match. Of course, I'm one of the worst when it comes to Lucha because it could be the worst Lucha match ever, and I will be like, I loved it. I loved it because I just love the Lucha style, and just to watch it is, and not just watch it, to experience it, because I get to experience it, is it's incredible. Yeah, they are like on fire, and I love them. I love them for it. They're having a meet and greet. Oh man, hey, I don't care. I would be there. I would be there. I would be amongst the sea of ladies, but I would be there because they are on fire right now. And so any chance we get to see them is a gift, truly. But no, this opening match kind of set us up for the night, as it always does. It was it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Mikey usually fills in all the rest of it. I just say, hey, I enjoyed this match and a little bit about it. But so, Kilt, this is on you now, man. Oh my God, really? They're building to four-way tag team mask hair match. Oh my God. Oh my God, I bet you that'll be I wish I could. There are days I wish I lived in Mexico, because I would go to every one of these. Every one of them. Wow, that's fantastic. Oh, that's going to be a good match.
That does sound okay. From what I understand of a hair match, I understand that a little bit more than than a mask. I understand that having a mask match is super important. That's a retirement match in some cases. From what I understand now, granted, again, I'm the newest of the new when it comes to the luchas. I learned everything through Rey Mysterio, and now with Mikey teaching me a little bit, me looking into AAA and LaFleur coming into NXT, and along with Penta and Rey Phoenix, and I'm still cackling about how over El Grande Americano is, and now they brought back. Okay, that's interesting because I again, as I said, I'm new.
Yeah,
I'm an understanding of.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm an understanding thing. You lose your max, you really can't. You now have to start basically your career over per se. I again, loose understanding.
No, it's cool. You know, we've seen several, and they're super emotional. And one of the ones that the most emotional ones that I can remember was the Euphoria one, when Euphoria lost his mask.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was in tears. I was just in tears. But yeah, it's usually they lose their mask and they almost kind of reinvent themselves a little bit. At least that's why it's perceived for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean they kind of have to, because now we know who they are.
Yeah, we can see their face now, and
yeah, and the hair matches are pretty cool too. When hair for hair is pretty cool. I mean, they're a little messier, but they're pretty cool too. Yeah, it's an easy direction change. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sweet.
So
let us move on.
Yep.
To number 2, which is.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Just looking at this lineup, knowing nothing, like I know nothing. This match looks like it's a lot of fun.
The team of Persephone, Dark Silhouette, and Olympia, those are my girls. Persephone is my girl. I don't care. Good, bad, I don't care. She is my girl. She is badass in the ring. And so is Olympia and Dark Silhouette. My God. Now, over on the other side, India Sui and La Horchita, I love both of them. Akari, I'm not as familiar with, but I'm a little bit familiar with. But these 3 women, and I always say this, and I might be a little biased on it, but I think the women's matches are so much more brutal than the men's matches. The women are there to tear each other apart. And I'm not saying the men don't do that too, but the men's matches to me feel almost like choreographed. It's almost like a dance. And the women's are just like, I'm going to destroy you. And yeah, I knew Olympia was on tour in Japan. I did not know Dark Silhouette was out injured. Oh my goodness, I am so behind. Akari just came in from Japan for. Oh, okay, cool. I liked her. I really did. I liked her. I've heard of her, but I wasn't 100% familiar with her. But I really enjoyed it. Of course, the Amazona matches are always gonna be like top notch, because I just love watching these women just destroy each other. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but anytime Persephone is in the ring, she's my girl. She's my girl. So no, this was great. This was great. I loved this, and I'm so glad that Dark Silhouette is. Like I said, I didn't know she was out on injury, but I'm really glad that she's back, because she's fantastic in the ring. That's all I got. Oh, really? Oh, I think we had mentioned something about that last time we were here. I think we talked about India Sui was going to be doing a tour in Japan, Japanese tour, or tour in Japan, not Japanese tour, but that's cool. I think that would be great for her, though.
I think so as well. I think having a chance to go over to Japan for any wrestler, any lucha, basically anybody, just to get a more international mindset to themselves, as well as also additional skills, helps them in the long run. And so, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump to the next one. My good sir. And the next one is
Utani. God, I love Utani. I mean, I love Captain Suicida as well, but man, Utani is ever since I have been introduced to him, and yeah, ever since I was introduced to him here, because I think Mikey, yeah, it was, yeah, it was, and ever since Mikey had introduced me to Utani kind of on the out fringes, and then he came to CMLL, and I got to watch him like boom. It was a close. It was very close to being my number one. But Utani is, I think Utani is just savage, man, in the ring. I love watching him work. I love it. I don't care who he's fighting. I am, man. He's just so damn good. But again, Captain Suicida is too, and I love Captain Suicida as well. So this was a great matchup, and Agent Lo-Fi is absolutely. This was very close to being my number one match of the night. Very close. It was so good. I had to go back and I watched this one twice. Oh yeah, for sure. They had great chemistry together as opposing forces. So this was it was a match I didn't know I needed. So it was fantastic. God, it was so good.
Awesome. It's Mikey slowly getting me to start to watch more and more stuff, and I'm probably going to pick up Triple A next, just because sometimes Ray. I don't remember exactly who does some of the commentary. I know JBL's on it, but I believe Ray does some translations. I don't know, because I saw a TikTok, and let me okay. Hey, I'm a WWE guy. Let me be clear here. I'm not saying I like one over the other. I'm just saying where I start and what I know.
That's fair.
And then I'm going to expand from there. It's hard enough for me to catch on to Mystery Wrestling right now and Progress, because I volunteered for both of those, and I'm probably going to tell Mikey I'm not going to do Mystery tomorrow because I want to take a nap. Because I just want to go straight to sleep as soon as
Amen, Agent Lo-Fi. Amen.
I won't deny that. I will not deny that. But again, what I saw was just one clip of potentially. Okay, I learned Spanish in high school. I took 2 years of it, and I had one of my friends during school was my second year of Spanish was Colombian. I had a bunch of Cuban friends because I live in Florida. What do you expect? And I know how to say my words, but also rewind a little while. When I was in elementary school in DC, Fairfax County actually did a thing called Spanish immersion, where you learn Spanish, or not. You learn 2 subjects in Spanish. So I learned science and math in Spanish, and I didn't speak a lick of it. I just kind of got thrown it. I didn't have German. I wanted German. Do you know how much? I went to Germany, like literally, for 2 years. I was in Germany. If I had known German, it would have been so much nicer.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Anyway.
So I have to. Let me interrupt you for just a second. I just want to say this. This is kind of probably a hot take. I watched a couple of the Triple A's, and Triple A to me feels very commercial. CMLL to me feels more realistic, like more real, like raw, sort of like, yeah, this is our thing. Triple A feels a little commercial to me.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I've only seen two of them. It's WWE now, no offense.
That is true, because it is. They've gotten a bigger production budget, and
okay.
From what I can from what I can see, the difference between the two, because I don't get a lot of CMLL. Fair
enough. That's fair.
I lost track of my thought. But But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on because sometimes horses don't need to be beat to death.
Right. That's fair. And I don't know Triple A before it became what it became. So
yeah, I only know it because of everything I keep seeing.
Here's another one. So I am not familiar with Mansoor and Mason Maiden. I'm not familiar with them. So this one, I don't know where they're from. Do you know where they're from? Are they from like AEW or something? I don't know. I couldn't remember. I couldn't follow this match very well, which is unfortunate because I love Angel and Niebla. But I liked this one. I thought it was a good match. I did. I just got lost in it because I don't know the other team. And that's probably my okay, they are AEW. Okay, ROH. Okay, ROH. Okay. So see, I'm not familiar with them, so I was kind of I didn't feel connected to this match as much as I thought I would. It was good. Now, if I had to look at it, and I will say, Agent Lo-Fi, if I had to look at it from a technical standpoint and all that, then I would be like, yes, this is probably the number one match of the night. But I was just, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the match. It was wonderful to watch because oh yeah, absolutely. The crowd, that's the thing. I think that's the one thing that kept me in this match is that the crowd was so into it. And, but I mean, other than that, I'm just not, I don't know. It was a weird match for me. So I don't know exactly what it was about it, but anyway. But it was good. So back to you, sir.
Well, sir, then I shall do that. I shall do what as we always do, and I will say, let us move on, good sir. And next up we have this.
Yes, I agree with you. Agent Lo-Fi, I agree with that. All right, so this one, of course, this is Soberano Jr., who again is another one that I love. Hold on one second.
Well, we take this brief commercial. Dang it!
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was going to do a commercial break for
this. Yeah, and this is what I was about to say. I did not like this match at all. Like at all. No, they did not. This felt to me like like a Mexican equivalent to an American squash match that was poorly planned. And because again, I'm not all that familiar with Johnny over here. I'm very familiar with Soberano Jr., but it did. Yeah, this match was probably my least favorite match of the night. Yeah. So yeah, this was my meh. I kind of I kind of put this on like double speed. As it started, I was like, okay, this could be good. Oh, it's not good. So I'm going to double speed it. I still wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to have to sit through it. If that makes any sense. So
that makes sense with me because there's a lot of. Technically, there was one match that I could have done the same last night, which was the main event for NXT. I was not happy with it.
This was so bad.
I was not happy with the story that they're trying to do. It's like they realized on main roster. We're not going to get into it. We'll talk about this after. But yeah, how do more slides do I have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 more slides. All right, cool. I didn't look at the slide count beforehand. I should have.
Okay.
But anyway, let's.
Yeah, we can move on. Yeah, this was not that great. Whoop whoop. This has got my boy. This has got my baby daddy in it.
This seems like this is going places. Just okay. I'm going to take a dry take on everything I'm looking at here. We have the leopard print leotard, which reminds me of. Do you ever see the movie Fanboys?
Yes.
The actor who played the character, the actor who played the character that got cancer at the end of the movie, and died before the I think it was like Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi came out. That's who this reminds me of.
Okay, that's fair.
And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Now, granted, I'm not basing this off of.
Hey, man, I don't worry, Agent Lo-Fi. I've got it covered.
I'm not talking smack. I'm not talking bad. I'm just making a casual observation as someone who doesn't know anything.
So
it's within the boundaries of respect.
That's fair.
That's all I gotta say.
This 6-man here. This is like the ultimate in good versus the ultimate in bad, in my opinion. Because Templario, Neon, and Flip Gordon are great, and I love all three of them. Of course, as everybody knows, Templario is my baby daddy. And then on the other side, Hechicero, who is just crazy. I freaking love him. It's just freaking insane. And then, of course, Averno is right there with him, but our favorite caveman, though, Barbaro Cavanario. Oh my God, he is brilliant. Talk about just overall everything about his character, about him, his person is just brilliant. He's one of our treasures. So yes. Now this match was my favorite match of the night, only because, well, it's personal reasons. But anyway. Mainly because Templario and Hechicero were there, and they're two of my absolute favorite wrestlers in Lucha. Neon, of course, I love as well. I love all 6 of these guys, really, because any mixture of these folks, and I'm there with you. But this was my favorite only because, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It just felt good. And I just loved it. I just thought it was like, yes, give me more of this and I'm good. And that's why I was saying the other match was a very close. It's just like, this has got my mans in it. And my favorite caveman. And my favorite villain. I think Hechicero is like my favorite Rudo of all time, my absolute favorite. I know there are other ones that are pretty badass as well, but since the very first match I ever saw him in, I have just loved him. I was like, God, he's just so it's easy to hate him. That's what I love about him. God, it's so easy to hate him. So, but anyway, yeah, I love it. This was my match of the night because of, it just felt good. And if that makes me wrong, then I'm wrong.
And let's see. I'm guessing this is for Friday.
Holy crap. Mystico and Templario are going against each other? Oh my God. I may absolutely wet myself.
One of your dogs.
Yeah, that is so true, Agent Lo-Fi. That is very true. Oh my God. So this is Friday on Thursday. Let's see what we have. Match from Relampago. We have Stigma versus Okamura. Oh my God, another good one. Okamura. I love Okamura. God, I love that man. Tag team match is a Futuro and Valiente Jr. versus Magnus and El Hijo de Stuka Jr. That'll be a good one too. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was saying. Oh, wait a minute, there's something about this. Mikey was telling me about it. Triangular de Grandes Atlantis versus Ultima Guerrero. He's another one who I absolutely love. Versus Hechicero. Oh, that'll be a good one. Ooh, Ultima Guerrero versus Hechicero. That'll be fun. With a little bit of Atlantis thrown in there. Mano a Mano Máscara Dorada, who I love, versus Titan. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Hopefully that'll be a good one. It should be a good one. And then we have what? Atlantis Jr. versus Soberano Jr. versus Averno. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because Mikey and I were talking about that. That's funny. And then, of course, the Sensacional Mano a Mano Místico versus Templario. Wow. That's a hell of a lineup. That is a hell of a lineup. Okay. Well, all right then. Whoop, whoop. Oh, is that the end of us? Is that all? That's all we're doing? That's all we got?
That's all we got.
Oh.
That is pretty much it. Obvious.
Yes, it is. The Titan Dorada. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's why I was like, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Yeah. Titan and Máscara Dorada, man, that's gonna be fire. God, it's gonna be so good.
All right. Well,
So yeah.
as we
Yeah. That's why Mikey didn't really give it to us.
Mikey's like, hey, you're going to do great. Go on. I'm like,
yeah,
I mean,
like,
yeah, but
get through the highlights and you'll be good. Which I think is kind of humorous that it's, two white guys talking about a bunch of brown folks. I mean,
see, it is definitely. Okay, so I always love a all women any type of wrestling event, because I always know that the women are going to show up and show out every single time, because I am a big supporter of women in wrestling.
Yes, we are too.
And it's like I want them to do great. I want them to be amazing. I want them to have fun, and I want them to be safe. And I want them to stop getting put on the lower pedestal when it comes to the male counterparts. Now, granted, I don't know if this happens as much in CMLL, but it does in WWE. So that's where I'm getting my bias from.
The Amazonas, man, they are primo. In CMLL, they are primo. And it's I mean, what the sad thing about a lot of that, and Mike and I have talked about this multiple times, is the fact that Western style or American style wrestling, it's a man's world. Most of them are run by men. They're programmed by men, and so women are more show than substance. And that's not all programs. Like TNA's pretty good about putting their women up front. WWE is not. They're just bad at it because
they're very bad at it.
WWE has been so masculine machismo forever. I mean, since its inception, which is fantastic. See, this is why I love CMLL. I love CMLL because they literally, like, these women could whoop these men easily. Some of these women could destroy them. And I always say that I wish American wrestling companies would take on sort of the training of the Lucha style. I think that all American wrestlers should go and wrestle in Mexico and learn this style of wrestling. because it's so much. And I don't know, honestly and truly, I think I wish an American company would take their lead from like CMLL and run their company almost identically, but on the American side of it. But I love the style. I like the types of matches we get with CMLL more than when we get with CMLL is more structured. Let me put it that way than American wrestling. It is, because you have very much like these are the styles of fights that we're going to have tonight. Blah 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 blah. And I like that more than the sort of haphazard. Let's just throw random names in a hat and pick people type feeling that American wrestling has. So I love the fact that CMLL is very much about their women's wrestlers. Absolutely. Oh my God. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's why I'm like, if I would literally, Agent Lovi, I would literally stop watching every other wrestling company in the world and focus only on CMLL if I could. Because I love it. I absolutely love it. And you're right, it's second to none. And I really think that American style wrestling could learn a lot from them. I really do. So
I have to agree a lot, because if you get a chance to go and learn as many different styles of wrestling and sides of it, different pacings, different this, different that, and if you learn all this stuff, you can still apply it to your wrestling and the matches that you get to do, and it just builds more content. It builds greater stuff, and it's just fantastic. So, in conclusion, or not really in conclusion, but in the spirit of yeah, um, yeah, we do talk too much. Even me, I shut up a lot, and I still talk too much. But let us continue on with the most important thing, which is making sure that you know where to follow us. Obviously, we are here on Twitch, YouTube, Kick. You can follow us on Instagram, on Blue. What's that damn Blue Sky? Threads. Supposedly, I think there's a Facebook page. I have no idea anymore. I lose track. We're also on TikTok as well for now, until we can figure out a better version of that. But coming up the rest of the week, we have tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Mystery Wrestling 21.5 is going to be on the review board. JVL will be taking the lead. I believe Hefe will be there, and I'm supposed to be there, but I'm probably going to take the night off so I can rest. And then on Friday, El Jefe will be back with the TNA crew at 10:30 p.m. Eastern and 9:30 Central and 7:30 Pacific to review this week's TNA, and they will be doing predictions for TNA No Surrender. And also remember one very important thing, folks. If you want to support us, please donate to our Ko-fi. That helps us keep the lights on, helps us get Mikey better internet so he's not always freezing, and keeps us rolling and doing more stuff. Because sometimes subscriptions are expensive, and you can only share so many times with each other before they catch on. But Papa, also thank you so much for allowing me to jump in on this this evening with you and have a great conversation. And CMLL ain't cheap, WWE ain't cheap. Like freaking, I have right now. I have Paramount Plus, Apple, Peacock, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and I think one. No. Those are the only ones I'm paying for, because I have ESPN. Because ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus are all bundled into one. Peacock and Amazon, Peacock and Apple are bundled, Prime is its own thing, and then Paramount is its own thing. And the only reason I got Paramount is so I could watch Starfleet Academy. Because I don't care what anyone says. I love that show. I love everything that they're doing so far. I love the nods to the previous shows, how they're building their own continuity, and all the little tidbits throwing at it, and the way they're challenging the traditional mindset of everything in Star Trek. So, moving a little bit forward, so that way we can get out of here in pretty much record time, my good sir. Thank you again for letting me join you. Thank you, CML crew, fans, for allowing me to be a part of this. I probably will try to, and I say try with a heavy try, to watch future episodes. But most likely I'll only be for filling in. So remember, folks.
Thanks to Agent Lo-Fi as well.
Oh, and you know what? Yes, thank you, Agent Lo-Fi.
That's fair. You can blame it on me. I'm good with that.
No, I don't want to blame him. Also, I'll blame Mikey. He's not here. Although I think he might be listening in, and if he is, you didn't hear that. But remember, love one another, take care of each other, stay iconic, and always remember you can to finish. You're always allowed to finish your story or whatever Mikey always says. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you next time.